What does that mean?
Means go.
I'm ready to go?
You're on.
Woo! It's been a long weekend. Zunday, Zunday, Zunday. Comics and nonsense every Zunday. Zunday, Zunday, Zunday. Starring Ziggigan and Skipper Steve. Meet Skipper Steve, I'm the captain of the ship. Well, Ziggigan is mostly around for antics. Why did they call it Funny Books anyway? Because Anticsny Books is a really, really stupid name. And it's really hard to say.
Am I supposed to say that?
Why not? Zunday, Zunday.
GABINGI.
TGIZ, thank God it's Ziggy. Funny Books Comics on YouTube. Not really sponsored by YOO HOO. Don't you dare miss a single episode of ZUNDAY. Don't you miss an episode. Welcome to ZUNDAY.
Welcome to ZUNDAY.
And may the 4th be with you.
I don't know what that means.
May the 4th be with you.
I don't know what that
Happy
means.
Star Wars Day, everybody.
I don't know what that is. Is it May 25th already?
What does May 25th mean?
Well, you know, that's the actual anniversary of Star Wars, so obviously that must be Star Wars Day.
Oh, well, but May the 4th has the cool, like, May the 4th.
Yeah, I know a lot of holidays. I don't think any of them have to do with rhyming with a catchphrase.
I'll have to give that some thought. Well, Ziggy and I are dressed up for Star Wars Day with our anti-Star Wars Star Trek outfits. And not that we're not fans of Star Wars, specifically because Ziggy is not a fan of May the 4th being Star Wars Day. So we are protesting.
We protest at Funny Books. Stupid Star Wars Day. That's what I call it.
But it's great. It's 3 holidays in a row right now. Free Comic Book Day. Star Wars Day.
Star Wars Day.
And Cinco de Mayo, your favorite holiday. Tomorrow.
Yes. I do sometimes accept the idea of, so one of our big Star Wars customers, Rich.
Yes.
He explained the way he sees it as May the 4th is Reform Star Wars Day and May 25th is Orthodox Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
And I celebrate Orthodox Star Wars Day. Yes.
What is in relation to the two? What was the first one? Reformed and Orthodox. That's part of the Jewish religion.
I mean, multiple religions.
Yeah. So like Orthodox is like traditional.
Adherence to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Reform is like we get with the times.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Cool. I'm more of a get with the times kind of guy, but since you're the big Star Wars fans, I deferred to you on this one.
Right. Which is stupid Star Wars Day.
Because Ziggy has over 300 Star Wars Funko Pops, as we know.
Around or over 330? Even.
For a second, you sounded like Kevin trying to talk to the girl yesterday. We got to get to this. So basically, yesterday was Free Comic.
Yesterday was free comic book day.
Oh my gosh!
Best day of the year.
Yes, and so this Sunday is a little rough around the edges.
No plan,
but I do want to start.
So much to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about, and I do want to say that going forward, we're changing the Sunday schedule to once a month.
Are you telling me? You're telling them?
Well, to them. It's going to be once the first Sunday of the month. Go for the summer.
Yeah. So now Funny Books is going to have one Sunday and 3 Sundays.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you're still going to be here on Sunday, so it's still Sunday.
It's still, I guess.
Sunday means you're here on Sunday. So this is like kind of, and it's also the season finale.
This is the season 3
because
finale.
We are out of YOO HOO Sippies.
Right. This was the sippy season.
The sippy season.
We had the bottle season.
The can
season, and this was the sippy season.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be mainlining it the next season.
The toast is gonna be IVs. We're gonna get YOO HOO IVs.
YOO HOO IVs. Good band name.
YOO HOO IV.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna think it's YOO HOO 4.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that sounds cool too. YOO HOO 4. And then we could always argue it's YOO HOO IV. People will have that conversation. Is it YOO HOO IV or YOO HOO 4?
I could use a water.
Oh my God, I am parched. Yeah, we have to talk about not only Free Comic Book Day, but post Free Comic Book Day, which was sort of like a celebration of, a culmination of 4 months of promotion and, basically the past several weeks. And not just that. There was a lot of prep for this day. I got to say that I think I was pretty on task as well as I've ever been. There's a ton to do, and there's a certain order you got to get everything done in, from ordering the comics in like December or January or something to the voucher idea and following through with that every month amongst all our other promotions that we're doing, and then just trying to nail down the amount and getting the right comics that everyone's going to want on Free Comic Book Day. And then the handouts, the
we gave out a ton of comics.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome.
It was. I'm shocked that we ran out of some that I thought we would still have more of. So we still have Free Comic Book Day today. We used to do. Remember Free Comic Book Day weekend?
I still call it Free Comic Book Day weekend.
You do?
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't want to necessarily promote it that way. I didn't know what we would have left over. We still have the DC. I can see what we have right here. We have the DC comics still.
We got the Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Energon universe.
Yep. We have the Mark Spears Monsters comic. We have the EC comic. I'm shocked we have that EC comic left. We have the Phantom. We have and for the kids we have Hulk Teach.
Bad Kitty.
Superman's Good Guy Gang. We have Iron Man's Awesome Friends and
Power Rangers.
And why don't you grab that one for today's day? Today's great day right there. Grab that one right there.
This?
Yes. Ah, yes. And we have the Star Wars. So if you are into the reformed Star Wars Day, you can come down here and get a Star Wars comic for free today for reformed Star Wars Day.
Stupid Star Wars Day.
Yes. And Power Rangers we have. Kanga-Yu, an odd one, I guess.
Minecraft the manga.
Minecraft the manga we have, yeah. Mm-hmm. So come on down today
Transformers worst bot ever.
So should we call this, is this like Free Comic Book Day Redux?
Ooh, yeah, this is a Redux.
Redux? What is that a word, or is that like something that they came up with, like jargon? Redux.
I think it's...
And is jargon a word, or did they come up with that one?
Is jargon? No, yeah. Redux is a word.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like something that they came up with.
Well,
but,
every word was come up
I know.
with by somebody.
I was going to say like sequel.
Like sequel? What?
Well, Redux,
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a weekend at Funny Books. What can we talk about? Okay, so thank you for everyone who came out. You want to let's have a toast to those people.
Let's have a toast to those people.
Oops.
Oh God.
This is our last YOO HOO Sippy. Thank God I cannot stand... not that I can't stand, obviously any YOO HOO is a good YOO HOO. But this has got to be the worst way to drink a YOO HOO.
Only if you're too stupid to handle it.
I am orthodox YOO HOO. I like it the can. Notice I didn't say I like it in the can.
You like it the can?
I like...
Well, hey, I like it the can!
Well, I didn't want to say I like it in the can. So I stopped my sentence. I just took in out of it. I like it the can. Oh, I'm a little punchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just skip to last night.
Should we?
Yes.
Well, we
have to have our toast.
We have our toast, and I have some pictures.
Oh, you do have pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So bear with us.
And we do have some fun during Free Comic Book Day stories.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, you better take the lead on this. I am spent. This morning. So this morning.
Yeah.
I could talk about this morning. I never sit on my couch, ever. Especially in the morning. The only time I'm on my couch is at the very end of all my work, probably like 10:30 every night, or 11 o'clock, whatever, on the couch, and I'm very quickly fall asleep. But I'm always working at a chair, a desk, my art table, and if I'm reading, I'm generally in my bedroom. So I don't, I'm in my bed reading. So this morning, after last night, which was fun, it involved some tequila. I was like, okay, I made a pot of coffee and I sat on the couch and I was like sitting there. And I don't have like television, you know. I'm trying to find like basketballs. I don't know where to find this anymore. I don't have anything like that. I only have streaming services. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm actually conscious of I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, wow, look at me sitting on the couch. You know, Dottie's there. I'm hanging out with Dottie. Phone rings.
Dottie's gotten so big.
She is big, yeah. She's not here today, by the way.
She's a full-size cat.
Phone rings. It's my landlord of my garage.
Yeah.
And he's also the landlord of the building across the street that I've been renting a room in the back to store comics in. So, being the beginning of the month, the old tenant who had the rest of the building has moved out, and now he's in there renovating it. He calls me, he goes, can you move everything out of that room this morning? I'm on the couch, and I'm like, sure, why not? You know, just get up, throw pants on, and I moved every single box out of that room from about 8 o'clock in the morning to about 9. I'd say it took me over an hour to move comic book boxes.
Yeah.
And I just dredged through it. I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this the day after Free Comic Book Day. You know? But it's done, and that's how I started my day. And that's why I'm a little spent today on Zunday. But the lengths I go to. Here's to all the people.
All the people that came by for Free Comic Book Day.
Thank you so much for making our day, I'd say, a success.
I think it was a big success.
Big success. Let's call it a big success. Everyone was super cool. The line never got out of hand. It was somehow it mitigated itself. It
never got out of control, but never completely disappeared either.
Yeah, and by the way,
continuous stream of people.
It was continuous. And by the way, when people are like, "Oh, this store had a line around the corner," I don't think that's a good thing.
No, because you want to get people in.
Yeah, who wants to wait on a line around the corner?
Right.
You know, especially it's 80 degrees yesterday. So
it was really nice out. We got really lucky.
Here's to our customers who somehow figured out a way to make the line short all day, but always almost a line.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming out. And thanks for purchasing during Free Comic Book Day. I mean, everyone bought a little something.
Yeah.
Not too many people left here without purchasing something.
I noticed that.
And we don't hold it against you if you don't purchase anything.
No, we're more than happy for you to come in, enjoy the day. Get some free comics.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
But if you want to shop, support us, that's great too. Cheers. I should have had this before my song. I could barely talk right now.
Well, I woke up this
parched.
morning and I'm just like,
I know, I'm very parched. So, Free Comic Book Day. Do you want to tell a Free Comic Book Day story?
Well, so let's see. We have one amusing Kirby story. And,
yes.
And one amusing Kirby and Kevin the Kid story.
We had to tell the Kirby Kevin the Kid story first.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one's Mega Man and the other one's store-wide?
No, there's store-wide.
What is the...
And then...
Oh, you could tell that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you could tell.
So, after we went for a while, we're all getting thirsty. And Steve's like, does anybody want anything to drink? I'll send Kirby across the street to get us some drinks. And we were like, yeah, we're all thirsty. We all wanted water. He tells Kid Kirby, he's like, get me the tall water, but not the one with the squirt top.
Yeah, no squirt top.
No squirt top. And if you're wondering squirt top, that's this.
I hate squirt top.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I said, I'd like a water too, but I do want the one with the squirt. I like the squirt top. So I go, get me the one with the squirt tops. So he goes, okay. So Kirby comes back with 4 waters, 2 tall, no squirt top, 2 squirt tops. Me and Kirby got the squirt tops.
Yeah.
Right? And so I put my water down at one point, and then Kirby goes, hey, I'm going to put my water over here since we both have the squirts. And I started cracking up. And he was like, what?
Yeah.
Why is that funny?
He's never heard the term.
He's never heard the term, the squirts. So, I don't think I have to explain what that means.
No, I don't think so.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm going to keep my water away from yours because we both have the squirts.
Yeah, I know. Kirby was great, by the way.
He did such a good job.
Yeah, he's great. Kevin did such an amazing job. You did a great job yesterday. I don't know what I was doing, but I was just talking all day. I don't think Kevin made one mistake. He was busy all day. It was incredible.
Yeah, he was perfect behind the counter.
Yes, he was. He was
so
very good.
Another thing about Kirby, and this will lead into,
okay,
is we explain, when people come in to look at the new comics.
Oh, yes.
We give them a little spiel about what the deal is with the new with the free comics and with the sale and with everything. And Steve explains that to Kirby.
I go, yeah, here's the spiel.
Yeah. And Kid Kirby latches onto that word spiel.
Yeah.
He starts referring to himself as the spiel guy. And every time he had to explain it to somebody, he's like, all right, here's the spiel. I got to spiel to you because I'm the spiel guy.
He was great. Yeah, the spiel guy kind of tells you the procedure for free comics.
And part of the spiel was explaining to them that we were having a store-wide sale. Everything in the store, $12.99 and up.
Yes.
Is buy one, get
let me
one,
just say
25%. Which, by the way, if you come in today, we still
have the sale.
Still have the sale.
Yeah, and we'll give you the spiel.
You have to ask. You have to say spiel me.
We got a pizza, and we took turns eating 2 slices each of this pizza. 2 slices each, apparently, right? Except for this 9-slice pie that I got somehow. I don't know what's going on.
You still don't understand?
No, I'm saying I thought somehow the pie had 9 slices because when I took, generally when I take my break, because everyone gets a very brief break, I go across the street at that point, and I'm gonna. Yeah. I eat my pizza last. I live across the street.
This is when Steve says, "I'll be back in 15 minutes," and comes back in 45 minutes.
It was. I took about a half an hour. I wanted to be here, but at the same time, hey, I'd been up all night working on setting up the place, and I just needed a little bit of rest in the middle of the day. So and I want to see Dottie. So I went home, but when I came back, things had changed. Right?
Yes,
something happened while I was gone.
One aspect of the spiel that changed. A small adjustment to the spiel.
Yes,
that changed due to an event that occurred while you were away.
Right. And it took me a while to realize it. Apparently, there was some kind of controversy over this store-wide sale.
Yes, over the word store-wide.
Yes. So apparently, Kevin, this is to my understanding, it happened while I was gone, thinks store-wide sale means that you have multiple stores.
That it's stores wide.
Yeah, like that store-wide sale means you have a lot of stores and they're all having a sale.
And they're all having So
where he got this idea from, it makes no sense.
I don't know. So he's like,
stop saying it.
So he goes, Kirby, why do you keep saying store-wide sale? We're just one store. And Kirby's like, what? And he's like, store. That means that you're having a sale over multiple stores.
Kevin said that. Yeah.
And then Kirby and me.
Yeah.
We were both just like, we stopped everything.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And we're just like, what are you talking about? Store-wide means throughout the store.
The whole store.
The whole store.
Yeah. So I come back, and I'm like, now I'm giving the spiel, because I'm back fresh now. And I'm like, and we're having a store-wide sale. Kirby's like, no. He runs over. He's like, I don't say store-wide. I go, we're having a sale. And Kirby goes, no. It's a store-wide sale. And he stares at Kevin.
So after that happened, the spiel changed. So that every time you're giving it, and you're like, oh, so here are the free comics, blah, 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 blah. And also we're having, and you had to turn straight to Kevin and go, store-wide sale. Yes. And then you could go back to the customer.
Yeah, and I didn't know the incident. So, like, I'm just, like, saying, we're having a sale. And Kirby's like, no, he comes over. And he's like, no, it's store-wide. And he's staring at Kevin. And I go, okay. And then next people come in, and I'm like, and we're having a sale. And Kirby's like, no, store-wide sale. I was like, what is happening? I just keep coming over here.
One of the funniest parts. Wait, let me go get this. Hold on. One of the funniest parts about like the initial argument. About it.
Yeah.
Is Kevin goes, where did you even get this word from?
and
he goes. Kirby's like, it's on the sign. Free comic book day, store-wide sale.
Yeah.
He's like, thought he like just made it up.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
He's like, where did you even get this word from?
And Kevin had one of those facing him. So it's crazy.
Kirby's like, oh, I don't know. How about right here on the sign?
Yeah. Oh, we had fun. That's the first time we ever did free comic book with 4 guys, no girl helping us out, except for Valerie and Jade. Jade showed up. Do you have more a picture?
Yeah, here we all are.
That's us.
That's us.
Let's hear it for the boys. That's us. Look at us go. I did have the distortion on the camera, like I zoomed it out. That's why your head and Kevin's head are like...
Well, I picked the one that had the least of that.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's us, and it was a good crew.
Yeah, and we had some good appearances. We had
Twin. The twin. Yeah, that's the twin.
Yep.
So, and that's we've told twin stories before.
We've told twin stories before.
But the origin of the twin is one time, I think it was even, I don't know if it was the old store or not, but some guy came in and borrowed, I think it was Lee from Pink Nails, came in and borrowed something, or maybe it was just a random guy, right?
I don't know.
I lent him something, and then Twin came in. Now we don't look alike. He's younger than I am, and he's a beard. But we're the same body type, same size blonde.
It's close enough.
Close enough, right?
Yeah.
So we called him Twin because of this incident. He was here shopping, and I had to go like to my apartment or my car and get something. So I go, can you hang out here and watch the store? And while that happened, this guy returned. I think it was a phone book. Back in the phone book days, this guy came in and he returned it, and he thought he was me. So he comes in and hands him this phone book or something, and the twin's like, "What is that? What? So the guy thought he was me,
right?
Even though he just borrowed it.
And then later on, we fooled the entire Funny Books universe.
And at a Funnyrama where I dressed as Captain America. We did tell the story on Sunday, and then later on he dressed as Captain America, and I was in the costume.
He dressed and played the part of Steve.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, so Twin was there. He was super cool.
We also had
Jade. Jade came by, and she was on her way to Dark Force Fest, a goth convention in town this weekend.
There was a goth convention in town.
And we actually...
What a name, Dark Force Fest.
I know. Yeah, it sounds like Star Wars.
It sounds like...
The dark side of the Force.
To me, I just picture like... purple energy swirling around everywhere. Sort of like Scarlet Witchy type energy.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I don't know why they don't use the word goth in the...
Because that's lame.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because...
You have to be goth. You can't say goth.
Oh, okay. So, in fact, I forgot to watch that South Park
That's what a poser would do.
So, Jade looked great. Look at her dressed up for Dark Force Fest.
So Steve's like, oh, are you heading over to the Dark Force Fest? And Jade goes, yeah, that's why I'm dressed this way.
Yes.
And I looked at her. I was like, Jade, I see no difference.
Yeah, she dresses
between
like that.
What you would wear on any other day than what you're wearing right now.
Too bad she couldn't make our dinner later, but it was great to see her. I'm super glad she stopped by, and I'm super glad I got a picture with her.
Yes, you did.
What do we have?
Then we have a couple of pictures from afterwards.
Oh, we do. Okay,
you want to move on to that?
Yeah, let's talk. Well, no, we have to talk about Mega Man.
Oh yes.
So we have one more story about Free Comic Day.
So towards the end of the day, like a little bit like a quarter after 5-ish maybe.
Yeah,
a little after that.
Maybe that. Yeah.
Yeah, we closed at 6. We closed at 6 yesterday. We get a call and a guy who's like, "Do you have the Mega Man book?" There was a Free Comic Book Day Mega Man book.
Right.
He's like, "I'm sure everybody's out. Do you have it?" And I was like, "Hey, do we have the Mega Man book?"
And we didn't have any here.
And we didn't have any. And then I was like, "Oh, we're out." And he's like, "Oh man." And then Kevin's like, "I've got one."
Yeah, because we actually had one of everything behind the counter for scanning it into the system when you did the scanning.
Right.
So we still had that stack behind the counter.
Oh, we still had that stack.
So we had one of everything. We were able to get a Godzilla comic for someone out of that stack. Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Wait, we've got one. We'll hold. You want to come and get it? We'll hold on to it for you. You know?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yes, I'll be there." Yeah, I was like, he's like, "I'm coming right now," and I was like, "Just when you get here, you just yell Mega Man."
Yeah, we were. Something happened during the conversation where
he was just so excited.
Yeah, he was so excited.
So I'm like, "When you get here, just be like Mega Man," and he's like, "Oh, I'm on my way." Click. And then like he calls,
and we were getting excited for Mega Man. We were like, because we were kind of winding down, but we had to wait for Mega Man.
And then he called at one point like when there was like 15 minutes left. He's like, "I'll be there in 12 minutes. You're good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be there." And we
right. He called at 5:48.
Yeah.
I remember looking at the phone. I was like, he's got 12 minutes.
And we were like, we'll be here. You're good to go. He's like, all right. And
I was like, Mega Man's still coming. And Kirby was so excited.
Every person that came in, he's like, are you Mega Man?
Are you Mega Man?
But so then he called. It's like 6 o'clock, and he calls. He's like, I can't find the place.
First of all, he was talking to, I think,
Kevin.
Was it Kevin?
He was talking to Kevin.
Kevin doesn't drive,
so he doesn't know where anything.
He doesn't know how to get anywhere, right? Because when you don't drive, you don't know where you are.
You don't know what you're useless in a car.
Yeah.
And so, but then he's like, oh wait, here, let me give you to my coworker.
But that was after like Kevin talked to him for like a minute and a half. Yeah, I was like, why are you trying to give him directions?
So I'm talking to him, and he's being like, I'm at a house. I'm like, well, if you're at a house,
right. Yeah.
I'm like, well, if you're looking at houses, you either didn't go far enough or you went too far.
Yeah.
Those are the two options.
Right.
And I'm like, get to where there's some stores and tell me what store you see. And he starts naming. I was like, I don't know these stores you're saying. He's like, I can't be in the wrong place. I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't know where you are. Are you on North Beverly? Did you come? I said to him, like, did you turn off of 46?
Yeah.
To get on the road?
And there is a 98 on the other side of Vale. But it's
south.
No, on the other side of Vale.
On the other side of Vale.
It's not Lake Hiawatha anymore.
Right.
It's Parsippany.
But whatchamacallit? I'm like, did you turn off of Route 46 to get on the road you're on? He's like, I think so.
Oh my
God. And I'm like, oh, and then finally, after all this, I was just trying to figure out where he was. He goes, this is Nemesis Comics, right? And I was like, what? No, this is Funny Books Comics.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, I drove to the wrong store. I hit the wrong button. I looked it up on like Comic Shop Locator, and then I hit the wrong button.
To Nemesis Comics in like...
And we looked it up. It was in Lafayette.
Past the sinkhole.
Past the sinkhole, past like Sparta.
Oh my God.
Or almost at Sparta.
Mega Man. Oh,
and
Mega Man.
I said, listen, we've got it.
Come tomorrow.
We're open from noon to 5 tomorrow. I'll have it for you. I hope I'm very excited for Mega Man.
Oh, you got to get a picture of him.
To get here.
You got to get a picture
Absolutely.
of him.
I hope he comes.
He's probably still trying to get around the sinkhole.
He was so excited. When he heard we had one.
Yeah.
He was so
excited. And
we
were saving it for him.
And we were saving it for him.
All right, let's go on to the evening. So after Free Comic Book Day ended, well, first of all, Valerie did show up halfway through the day.
Valerie
showed
showed
up. With her, like I did with Jade, but she showed up. And so after we closed, it was Ziggy, Kevin, Kirby, Val, and me, and we all went out to Jose Tejas.
We went to Jose Tejas to get dinner.
Which was really good. A lot of fun. We wanted margaritas right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of energy to be released. I think after Free Comic Book Day, we were giddy. Kirby, obviously he didn't have a margarita.
No.
But he was just so funny all day. Like he was sitting in the corner, like you said before, and then it like Jose Tejas were like, "Where is he?" And I was like, did we even tell his mother we're taking him out? Like, he's a freshman in high school, but he just blends in with us.
Yeah.
And then we get a seat.
Yeah. Though before we got, let me just switch pictures for a second, because before we got a seat, Kid Kirby showed us.
Yes. That is, who is that?
That's Kirby.
Oh, that's Kirby. Yeah. I thought that they had photoshopped his face onto that, like when you showed me that.
Yeah,
picture.
no, they had one of those stand-up things with the hole for your face.
Yeah, do I have a picture of that?
We took some pictures. The pictures Val sent me.
Yeah,
were all blurry when I got
them.
Oh,
right, because Val didn't have Wi-Fi, so she couldn't send them there. I think she used her phone to take them.
Right. Well, no, she said afterwards she sent them to us when we were at your place.
Yeah.
But they didn't transfer well. So
okay. I get what you're saying. Oh, that's cool.
But this is such a funny picture. It worked so well. But here we all are out.
Yeah, here we are, and we were having a great time. First of all, Jose Tejas was great.
Jose Tejas, great restaurant.
Yeah, it was great. And so we had this waitress. Her name was Renee, right? Renee?
Was it?
Yeah.
I always called her, when we were trying to figure it out, I kept calling her like Rosa Tejas.
Rosa Tejas, yes. And she was great. I mean, she was
a really good waitress.
Yeah, she was like, seemed to generally be enjoying her job as a waitress. And I don't know how to tell this story. How do we tell this story? How did it start?
It started with Kevin giving her the handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
That's how it all started.
Okay, yeah. So I don't remember exactly.
When we were waiting for our table, there was...
Oh, yeah.
There was somebody there, like a promotional person representing this...
Coin trow.
This... What is it?
Coin trow?
Coin trow. It's a liqueur.
Oh, yeah. Coin trow's a liqueur.
It's a liqueur. Oh, here, let me wait, hold on. Boop. Let's go back to that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's also where I got these...
Oh, yeah, the glasses.
Awesome
We didn't
orange.
even mention the glasses.
No, I've just been wearing them all day, waiting for us to get to this story.
I should have got those. I like everything orange. It's pretty cool.
It's weird. You know what's weird?
Yeah.
When I do this now,
Yeah.
the world is blue.
I know. It's very blue.
It's very weird.
Yeah. It is
How
cool.
do you guys like me better like this?
Like that.
Or like this?
that. Like that, yeah.
Double glasses.
So we were given stuff if we would take a picture for something. I don't know where we...
Well, they gave us stuff, and then they asked if we can take a picture.
Yeah. So I don't know where this picture's going to appear of us. Where all our stuff.
Unfortunately, I was like, is this going to be on the Instagram?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it's going to be for an internal presentation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's like, we need releases if we're going to put you on your Instagram.
Oh.
And I was like,
Wow, really?
I guess.
So at the table, Kevin, the Renee, our waitress, makes a comment about the bandana.
Yeah.
Like she likes it. So Kevin gives her his bandana. It's almost like a knight offering a lady a handkerchief.
Right.
Right?
And this started
some kind of like Kevin is into the waitress.
Yeah, well, as soon as he gave... This whole thing is because Val. Because Val just cracks up at everything.
Yes,
You know?
Yes.
And-
Not really, but when it's necessary, she cracks up. Oh my
Well,
God.
he gives her the handkerchief,
Yeah.
and Val just immediately starts cracking up.
Yeah.
And then when it's all done, she's like, that was totally Kevin hitting on the waitress.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. Now it becomes okay. Kevin's into the waitress.
And then we ask her if she can take this picture. So
Yes.
she's taking the
Yeah,
picture.
she took that picture.
And when she's taking the
And
picture,
she was great. She's like, I'm going
Right.
to take a 51 pic. I don't know what terminology she was using.
no, she said 0.5 with the zoom out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Steve starts explaining to her who we are and why we're out having a celebratory dinner. It was Free Comic Book Day. We have the comic book store down in Parsippany, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, comic book? He's like, yeah, I own the comic book store, down the road. It was a big day today. It's Free Comic Book Day. This is Kevin.
Yes. Val's head almost hit the table when I
Val's
said that.
head almost exploded. It was no, like,
That's me.
oh, no, like, segue.
Yeah.
Oh, we just had a really great day. It's Free Comic Book Day. I own the comic book store down in Parsippany. It was awesome. This is Kevin. And then he just stops talking.
Yeah.
Val loses it.
Yeah. Yes. That's when I ended on This Is Kevin. So then, God, I still don't know how to tell. I'm blanking on some parts of this.
Well,
We discuss.
and then she says, then we're laughing.
Yeah.
And then she says, Kevin is my ex's name.
Oh, that's right. Kevin is my ex's name.
Yeah.
And I think Kevin did say something.
Then he started to plan what he
But
would say.
when did he go?
Oh, when she came back.
Oh, okay.
And she's
right.
She's giving us like refills on her drinks.
Yeah.
And whatever. And then as she's passing Kevin, she goes, but I can get over that in time.
Yeah, she goes, I can get over that in time. Yeah. And Val's head is still exploding.
And Val loses it again.
Yeah,
and then
oh my God.
But then after she says that,
Yeah.
this is the part that made me laugh. After she says that, she goes around she starts to leave.
Yeah.
She said it as she was passing him.
Yeah.
And Kevin wanted to respond.
Yes.
But then she was gone because she walked away. So he's just like
That was great. That was the best part.
That was what I loved.
He couldn't come up with anything really quickly.
He couldn't come up with anything right away, and as soon as he had something to say, she was walking away, and he was just like,
So now we're discussing what's going on. Is Kevin going to maybe try to get her phone number?
Right. Yeah. So and then so that's all happened, and then
oh my god, this is so cringe.
It's so fun, and just a little table banter.
Yeah.
And then she comes back.
Yes.
She had dropped the check. She comes back to take it or whatever.
Yes.
And then she says, well, I hope you guys all had a good time.
Yes, I hope you guys all had a good time.
And then Kevin goes, I'd have a better time if I had your phone number.
Yes. Oh my god. I almost had to get up and leave.
And that was the point when Val's head just dropped.
That's when her head hit the table.
She just went, as soon as he said that, she went, boom.
It was awkward.
And she was cracking up. Her head wasn't just down.
Yeah.
Her entire body was shaking because she was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
She's just like this.
Oh my gosh. And Kevin got the digits.
And the whole story has a happy ending. He got her number.
I don't know how happy it is. He texted her and later on that night. Remember we were talking about the 3-day rule and
yeah, but I mean,
we don't know what happened.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. She was very nice. I mean, what a nice girl. Generally a nice girl. And since Kevin's kind of like my adopted son, I'm very happy for those two.
And now, if this all works out, and they grow old and get married someday.
Yeah, we'll have
their origin story will be on the internet forever.
Yes, it will be on the internet forever, and it happened on Free Comic Book Day.
And it happened on Free Comic Book Day.
It happened on Free Comic Book Day. That's a good idea for a comic book movie.
That's a good idea for one of those comic books where the name is way too long.
Yeah, yes. It happened on Free Comic Book Day.
It happened on Free Comic Book Day.
It's all about Kevin and Kirby. And Kirby witnessed this whole thing, by the way.
No, Kirby was there. We were all...
I'm saying that, the Kevin, the Kevin table. Oh, and then... after that, you and Kevin drove Kirby home.
Yep.
And we went back to my place, the four of us, me, you, Kevin, and Val, and we continued our celebration there.
Yep.
And that's when the tequila came out, and that was fun.
We had a very good time.
Yes, it was a good time. Where are we at with time? Speaking of time,
we got time. It's 11:40.
Okay.
Let's see. So we have one more picture, not for Free Comic Book Day. We can move on from Free Comic Book Day.
Okay. Well, I want to say that today is also Free Comic Book Day. Come on down today. We still have free comics.
That's right.
Of course, we have all the reserves. If you didn't pick up your reserve and want to come in today and get your reserve, we still have the same sale going on. So
the store-wide sale.
The store-wide sale.
Store-wide sale. Everything in the store, $12.99 and up. Buy one, get one 25% off.
Yep.
All bagged and boarded back issues. Buy one, get one half off.
Yep.
The only thing, as far as I know, not included in the sale is comic book supplies.
Action Figure Kingdom, comic book supplies, and Funny Money.
Well, of course, you can't.
I like to put it on there in case someone's like, we'll buy one, get one 25% off. Okay, I'll buy $100 Funny Money and one $75 Funny Money. You know what I mean?
I'm going to do that.
What else? What's the next picture?
Going back to our dress. We were discussing earlier Captain Kirk's alternate.
Oh, right,
shirt
right,
wear,
right. Yes.
And we figured we'd bring that discussion to
I like that idea.
To Zunday. So there's this alternate shirt that Kirk would wear sometimes.
Yes.
It's the funniest thing for like a military organization.
Yes,
I think because first of all, it feels to me much more casual.
Yeah,
than their uniforms.
Let's talk about how this started. So I came in today, and if you look at the very first episode of Zunday ever, we are wearing Star Trek shirts.
Right.
So this is kind of a fitting ending.
Wasn't it right after Free Comic Book Day last year? Are we like on the 1 year anniversary of Sunday?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because isn't that why we were wearing them? Because we had just worn them the day before?
Maybe. Did we do a Zunday the day after Free Comic Book Day last year? Was that the first Zunday? I don't know.
If we were wearing these on the first Zunday, it may have been the day after Free Comic Book Day.
Well, this could be the very last Zunday. You never know.
I know. When we say, oh, we're going to do it once a month, we may just forget.
Well, no. I mean, it's summer. Summer's tricky. I don't like to do too much in the summer. So I said, hey, we should wear the Star Trek shirts for Fake Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
And then I said, I don't know why Kirk wore yellow. He should have been his own color because he's the captain. And I said I liked when he wore the green. Right. And you didn't remember it particularly being green.
I never thought of this as green. I always thought of it as, there's other pictures of it, though I wanted this one because I had the full picture, where he has some gold leaf.
You can put us back up.
Well, I'm talking about the shirt
you
itself.
are talking about the shirt.
Where he had like gold leaf on his shoulder.
Yes.
And I always just thought of this shirt not as green. It's like an olive green. It's kind of gross. It's a gross
I
green.
like that color.
But I always thought of it more of a gold. Like the regular one's like a yellow. Yeah. I always thought of this as more of a gold. But it is kind of green.
It is green. And he wears this. I remember him wearing this in the episode Court Martial.
Yeah.
Which is.
He wore it in a few.
It's an amazing episode, Court Martial. It's definitely top 10 Star Trek episodes. And, Kirk gets accused of pressing the yellow alert button, pressing the red alert before not pressing yellow alert.
Right.
The guy gets ejected, killed, and he gets blamed for it.
Right.
It's a great episode. It's all trial.
But so then once we started talking about this shirt and pulled it up, then we started to actually look at it more closely.
Yes.
And it's kind of crazy. Look at the emblem, the Star Trek emblem.
Yes.
On the shirt. It's all the way at the bottom and it's sideways.
And it's on the little fold
so
wraparound.
The thing is a wraparound.
Yeah.
Held on by Velcro or something.
Yeah, that whole shirt looks like it wraps.
Yeah.
And then it's just held together. I'm thinking about bringing that look back. That's a pretty good look.
Why is it why is the emblem sideways?
Why did he only wear it that one time?
He didn't only wear it the one time. He wore it multiple times.
You think so?
I keep trying to tell you this.
I think that was supposed to be the official, when he had a function, meeting ambassadors.
You think that's stuff? His dress uniform?
That's his dress uniform.
It seems so much more casual to me.
Yeah, I think that's the dress uniform because he's in court martial. He's in court, but I believe he was wearing the green shirt even before the incident happened.
I always thought that the most likely thing was that he was, a captain's never off duty, but maybe he has some break time and he's sort of off duty.
Yeah, he's in 10 forward.
And that's his more that 10 forward wasn't on that Enterprise.
How do you
know?
How do you know?
10 forward was new for the Next Generation Enterprise.
They could have had a 10 forward and never referenced it.
But it probably wouldn't have been called 10. 10 forward was the name of the bar.
Right. They should do a Star Trek series just called 10 forward and have it be about the bar. Right?
I don't think they had a bar. They probably had a break room of some sort, but I don't think they had a bar.
They didn't have a bar on the original Enterprise. That was Next Generation. They added a bar to the Enterprise.
Well, now once they invented synthahol and ruined drinking, might as well.
What do you mean ruined drinking? Doesn't have the same effects as alcohol?
No, that's why when they're like, oh, I need to get drunk tonight. Don't use the synthahol. Get the Romulan whiskey.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Synthahol is non-alcoholic alcohol?
Well, it's like fake alcohol that limits how drunk you can get, I think. You can drink it and drink it and drink it, but you can never go past a 0.06 or something like that.
That's interesting.
That's the future.
All right. Well,
it's like buzz only alcohol.
That is our green Captain Kirk shirt discussion.
But anyway, so I always assumed when he was wearing that maybe he was off duty and then he had to quickly jump on duty, so he's wearing this casual shirt.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Duty. Said it twice. All right, enough of Captain Kirk. Let's talk about Action Figure Kingdom. Do you mind?
I mind.
I have a new everyone who comes here today and who's been here, by the way, for Free Comic Book Day. If you were here for Free Comic Book Day, this is in your bag, hopefully. It's an Action Figure Kingdom promo handout that I put together for Free Comic Book Day. I'm really happy with the way this came out. I'll be using this for quite a while.
Good.
So we have those for free today. Also free today, you will get a DC Connect for May Shipping Comics. You will get a Marvel...
Hey, look, you used the correct Acrobat and Sparkinator.
I did this time, yeah. You'll get a Marvel Previews today, and you can also get an image catalog. We have image catalogs now.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, right? Anyway...
Is there... Oh, I was going to ask. Mm-hmm. Is there a new Brubaker in there?
Not that one, but there's one coming up, an image catalog, that has the new Criminal book in it.
Nice.
Yeah. So the new Action Figure Kingdom 17 is out. It is a 20-pager. When I
love this little buggy.
Oh yeah, spoiler warning. Well, it says spoiler warning right here. That's something that's revealed in this issue,
or in this promo book.
Yes, yeah. Well, it does say spoiler warning when you read it.
It's a little late for that. The picture's right there.
Yeah. So I'm kind of happy with the way this turned out. I worked really hard on it. It's part 2 of Happy Birthday Sparkinator. Which is set to run 5 issues through, ending at the big issue 20, which will be a milestone big issue. And this story, Happy Birthday Sparkinator, brings back every character to appear in Action Figure Kingdom so far. Let me have that back again. And that's 20 characters, and they're all on the cover here. And in the back...
Wait.
They're all on the cover. See that? And on the back... you get a little chart of who's who on the back.
There you go.
That's kind of cool. When I came back from my break yesterday, my biggest fan was here.
Yeah.
A young girl. She was here with her family and her friends or her sisters. I'm not sure. And she's super shy, but only here, And she couldn't wait to get this issue. She knows everything about Action Figure Kingdom. She was super excited. She's the first person to ask me to sign one all day, and I signed it for her. And that made me feel really good that I'm on the right track with this comic book. If people are that into it, then I know I'm doing something great. Another good thing about that was who was standing nearby? Corn Boy.
Corn Boy. Yep.
Right. And for those of you that don't know Corn Boy, he's a customer of ours. I've known him for a long time. I actually coached his sons in lacrosse in Montville. There's sort of like a connection there. But he was working for Todd McFarlane Toys, and him and some other... What are you looking at?
I'm trying to figure out what you're looking at.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I'm like, what is catching Steve's eye that it's what he looks at instead of the camera?
I don't know. I forget to look at the camera.
Is it like... Well, you either look at me, or it's like you're looking at the knot, the extension cord knot.
I'm not. I'm looking past it. I'm looking down there somewhere. I'm talking. I'm coming up with a story. So maybe my mind wanders. My vision wanders as I come up with the story. So Corn Boy, they branched off from Todd McFarlane Toys and started their own toy company called Four Horsemen Toy Designs. He's one of the Four Horsemen. And I'm always... half kidding, like, oh, you're going to do my action figures. Yeah, it's called Action Figure Kingdom. Obviously, I got to get action figures, and so he witnessed the whole. This child loves Action Figure Kingdom, and we had a discussion about action figures. I was like, I'd like to make some action figures. Maybe some little, maybe 3D printed ones or something that aren't too expensive or something. And then they left, and Corn Boy standing there. I was like, I got to get some Shark Tank pitch to you, Corn Boy. We got to work together on this, So that's kind of good too, because I do want to get action figures someday, before I croak.
It's a good goal.
I wonder if Kirby would know that expression.
Croak?
Yeah.
Probably.
Was there another thing that he hadn't heard? Oh, that's what I was going to say. That Kirby not knowing what squirts is reminded me of the famous Kevin story.
Yes.
And I think did we tell it before? I think we told it on Sunday.
And
I could tell it.
We told it yesterday.
It's a little off color, but this is when Val was working here. Me, Val, and Kevin. And,
right.
So
the
we
Harley Quinn
were
story.
looking through Harley Quinn comics, and Kevin.
It's not your fault. It's in the comic.
Yeah, Kevin came.
The final Sideways segment of season 3.
Yes. So I'll keep telling the story. So Kevin comes over and he's like looks over our shoulder, and Harley Quinn's on the page with her pet, her beaver, her pet beaver, and Kevin goes, "I love Harley Quinn's beaver." Now, Kevin didn't know the euphemism, or if that's whatever.
Which is the entire joke in the Harley Quinn comic.
Yes.
The whole point of Harley Quinn's... In the comic, it's an actual beaver.
Yeah.
And it's her pet beaver, but the whole reason that it's in there is for the euphemism joke.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we have Jimmy and Amanda to thank for that beaver.
Of course we do.
So me and Val laugh, and then so Kevin thinks he's funny. He has no idea why.
Yeah.
And he keeps coming back with this beaver, like Harley Quinn's beaver. He's making up new jokes now about Harley Quinn's beaver, not having any idea what this means. That to us, thinking he doesn't know what he's talking about. That reminded me of the squirts.
Yeah.
It's almost like Kevin now gets to enjoy this. This other person not understanding the joke. Yeah. That he's making. Yeah. He's cracking everyone up, and he doesn't know why.
He doesn't know why.
And now Kevin got to experience from our perspective when he didn't know that.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
And then when we got more waters, Kirby was like, "Here you go, we got the squirts again." But this time he knew what he was saying.
Oh, he did. You explained it to him.
Because we had already explained it.
Yeah, he's going to tell all his friends. This issue is available now. Honestly, like, one of the reasons I was sitting on the couch this morning is because I'm done with Free Comic Book Day. Mm-hmm. I have my new issue out.
I have a new issue out.
Right? So I'm like, oh my God. Not that I have nothing to do. Obviously, we're way behind on this Wednesday, by the way. But I'm used to having something either to draw or, Free Comic Book Day. I've been working exclusively on that.
You have an open morning.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice and dark. Like I said, I worked extra hard on it. This panel in particular, yes, this panel here. I had drawn her talking to her, and I was like, you know what? They're in between them, so let me draw them in too, not being lazy about it. So there's a lot of panels with multiple characters in it. It's pretty tight. And the next issue...
Is there any action in this comic?
There's no action. It's all dialogue. You really get your money's worth.
Hilarious dialogue.
Yeah, you do get your money's worth. And it returns a bunch of characters. I mean, this is the issue that returns the most characters. In fact, after this, there's only one, I think, 2, 3, 4 characters left that haven't made appearances out of the 20 after this issue. And
like new appearances or characters you plan to bring
reappearances. There's 4 characters that haven't appeared yet when you get done with this book. And they're coming in next issue.
On that list? Are they all on that list?
Yep. Let me see. Yep. Don't say anything.
I won't say anything.
It's part of the story. But yeah, there's 3 characters that have not yet appeared. And they'll be coming back next issue. 3 of them will. And then there's a 4th one. No, they were in 16. Mm-hmm. Yep. Those 2. Yep.
And
clearly, yep.
That's 3.
There's one more.
Oh.
Yes. Next issue, you will be seeing that character. That's going to be fun. And I don't know when I'm going to start working on this comic book.
They're so funny.
They're the best.
They're so good.
I cannot wait to involve them. The rest of the story is great, but extremely challenging. And I am starting to think I'm going to need a sabbatical to lay out the next 2 issues. They're both 16-pagers. So I'd like to lay them out at the same time.
Yeah.
And have them ready to draw. I may be looking at a Florida trip in July. I'm not sure. And which would mean that I wouldn't lay this out till July.
Right.
Which would give me a couple months break. And it's possible in June, our birthday month is coming up, 33. We might do an outlet.
Okay.
We might do an outlet. And then I'll really need that sabbatical in July. I'm not too sure. We'll see, but we might have an outlet for our birthday.
Cool. I think this is a good place to call it. It's 11:57.
Oh yeah, we got to clean up. Yeah,
We got to get this place ready to get open.
So thank you for everyone for coming down.
So glad this didn't happen yesterday.
The rain, yeah, we got lucky with the weather. We didn't thank God. Thank you, God.
We got really lucky with the weather,
right? And we had so much fun yesterday, even though it was like just tons of work. It was really fun. And going out afterwards was such a key thing to celebrate and burn off all that energy. It was a lot of fun. We had fun with our customers all day. Thank you for being so cool, and thank you for watching Zunday, right?
Yes.
Or more likely,
thank you for watching Zunday.
Yeah.
We really just threw this one together.
Yes, yeah, and I need a break from Zunday.
I need break.
I need break.
I need break Zunday.
So
I like can.
I like can.
I like in can.
I like it can.
I like it can.
Yes.
I like it can.
I like it can. All right, so come down here today for our store-wide sale. And thank you for turning your Sunday into Zunday.
Free comic book Zunday.
Yes.
Gabingi.
Gabingi.